over backwards on me right there. Oh, it just stalled. See, it just stalled again.
Did it?
When I get out of the water, it stalls. It did that twice. All right, so that was our first time going in water. So obviously we're gonna check some stuff. The toolkit is in here. Pretty interesting place for it. It stays nice and warm. Twice when I come out of the water and let off the throttle, it shuts off on me, but I've got to hope that's just the fact that the engine's tight and the water's cold, so it's just a tolerance thing. Oh, we got a shock adjuster tool. That's nice. All right, let's see. Belt is bone dry. As expected, I smoke tested it. Alright guys, so I actually filmed this footage right here about a week ago, and I waited to post it because I wanted to do some more testing before I slammed Can-Am. I'm glad I did. So right at the 10-hour mark, this engine was supposedly broken in, but it still did a lot of things that were like a new motor. It cranked over really slowly, the idle was really low sometimes, and in cold water it stalled out a bunch of times. It happened several times on this particular ride. This was the first time it ever touched water. Basically, right at the 10-hour mark, I started, testing it out in the water, testing the snorkels, and the engine did not like it. My XMR 700 never had this issue, but this thing is, it's a bigger motor. Maybe the tolerances are a little tighter. I'm not really sure what's going on. But I am happy to report that after Boggs and Boulder this past weekend, it never shut off on me once. It did idle down pretty low, but it never shut off. So it seems to be getting better. It's around the 14-hour mark. So definitely don't take your new XMR 850 or 1000 in the water until at least 10 hours. Maybe wait a couple more. I've had this issue reported to me from other people. It doesn't really seem to be an issue. It's more like a break-in characteristic. And if you follow the manual and you could put at least 10 hours on it, you're probably going to be fine. But don't buy this machine new and go dunk it in water because it could shut off and let water up the exhaust, and that'd be a very, very bad day. Right, I can watch the suspension.
Oh, yeah.
Today, I'm out here with Richard. We got both the G3 Can-Ams, and we're going to be switching back and forth. This one sounds a lot better. That one sounds like a lawnmower. All right, well, what do you notice the most going between the two?
That one's a lot smoother, a lot tighter, and the power seems
it's a lot tighter. That's what I noticed too. This thing just like handles. That thing kind of feels a lot more utility, you know?
Right. That thing's like right on it.
Yeah.
Like a tractor.
Yeah, I don't know how much of that is that's really broken in, and this is brand new, but it does feel really different. Yeah. That thing leans a lot, and I put the sway bar back on it too, so it's 100% stock now.
Yeah, it leans.
I put the sway bar back on it, and it's got stock gears, so I don't know, but yeah, this thing feels so much tighter. All right, putting the XMR 850 in the water for the first time. Let's do it, boys. In some very cold water. Boy, it's geared low. Let's switch. I want to see some. I think these brakes grab better than those. I might need to bleed them. Or maybe these are just bedded in better. Yeah. Okay, so we keep swapping back and forth, and I realize that these brakes feel a lot better. I'm pretty sure those brakes on the 850 have air in them. The 700 brake feel is much better at the moment. Wow! The suspension on these quads is excellent. Yeah, so the 700, there's nothing wrong with it. It rides really good, it's got good power. It doesn't feel as smooth as the power on that, and the suspension doesn't feel as sporty, but still super comfortable. Dude, I was flying through that thing. I never bottomed this out.